Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody joining us on the day 5 of the ESL India Premiership 2018. Summer season's on. Master League's going on. We just witnessed a very interesting Clash Royale game. And now...
I have to say, actually, even that Clash Royale game was interesting. Sorry, go ahead. I love cutting you.
This didn't happen. Aditya Adi Shah joining me as an analyst for a CSGO game talking about Clash Royale. Apocalypse.
I honestly know
Apocalypse.
So while I was just coming down, right?
It's not cancelled.
When I was sitting in the green room and I was looking at the game, waiting for CS to start. Actually, that game was not bad at all. I got the fourth map, like the fourth game, whatever you call it, in Clash Royale. It was interesting. That guy, 8-bit Mukul, he like completely wrecked Saif, was it? The fourth game. There's another 4-letter word which starts from R and which isn't wrecked. That's what happened. Basically, and that was pretty harsh, but yeah. Anyway, CS. Let's get to CS.
Yeah, are you done?
I'm done.
Are you done ranting about Clash Royale and stuff? This closet love for Clash Royale.
There's no love.
Oh my god, oh my god. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have a game in the offing. War Gaming, Entity Gaming versus War Gaming. Now, I'm pretty sure this time of the year, they have finally decided to call themselves Entity Gaming and not Entity Esports.
Yeah. This was a while ago. They were Entity Esports only in the start. Now they have been gaming for a while.
Gaming now. So, very happy. Sid Joshi apparently still taking vacays across the world.
He's in Goa right now, isn't he?
Wasn't he in Kolkata 2 days ago?
He's in Goa right now.
I don't know, Nirav, but the kind of monies you're paying Siddhant Joshi, definitely if we get a fraction of it, we'll end up being better managers sometimes, I believe. No, I'm just kidding. Sid's a great person, great manager on top of that. But moving on, Entity Gaming versus War Gaming, like I said before, let's quickly take a look at both the teams first and put faces to their names here. Let's start off with Entity Gaming. Alrighty then, I've been informed by production that also Siddhant Joshi happens to be world-class meme material. So, good. Let's be on the lookout for more social media, Antics of Siddhant
by Sid
Joshi, random
Are you
flaming.
sure Siddhant? I thought it was Siddharth.
I swear,
I don't know. On Facebook, his name is Sid Joshi.
It's not.
It's just Sid Joshi. His name
it's
on
not.
Facebook. Yes,
So that's
I have it right here. If you want me to open Facebook.
Oh, go for it. So when I became friends with Siddhant Joshi, I knew him just as Sid Joshi.
Yep.
Suddenly one day, there's a Siddhant Joshi in my Facebook. I'm like, who is this guy? Okay then, very weird because back then Sid was also like slightly hefty and now he's become like slightly leaner.
Can we stop talking about the managers and move on to the CS team?
Okay, fine, dude. Just because I was giving a shout out of a friend, dude. Fine.
Either way, like we've Entity Gaming, right? They played on the first day as well. Unfortunately, I had to reverse their victory over too easy. Hopefully that doesn't happen again this time. But Entity, really good squad. Sai, Amaterasu, Marzil, Hellranger, and Baba Falcon. Basically, a really good squad. They won the winter finale in 2017 of the Premiership finale, and there's nothing much to say about it, right? With Equidas as their coach, they've become really good at the game. Like they've become really good at the basics of the game. Their communication is getting better, things like that. But I should add, I have got word that Sai will not be playing today. In fact, their substitute Spawn will be playing in Sai's place because Sai is playing a college tournament in Kolkata in Team SRA, in Slaughter Rage Army, who are also a part of the Premiership, and we will see them tomorrow actually as well. So that would be interesting.
Low doubt.
Yeah, exactly. So Entity is playing with a substitute right now. It's sort of a like-for-like substitution. It's completely fine because Spawn is an AWPer as well, so is Sai. So I don't think it should hinder them that much, especially because Hellranger and Amaterasu are the ones calling the shots. So I think we should still see a very strong Entity side.
Alrighty then, so let's quickly take a look at the opposition here, Team War Gaming. Well, that's wargaming for you guys, and I'm very sure these guys were A, either very lazy, B, very bold, or C, very desperate to get nicks for themselves, because those nicks are very weird. Kazi, apart from Kazi, I think everybody else like Finish,
I don't
Saz,
I don't
Oops,
even have-
Robin Matthew. What is this? Baba the Beast. Baba the Beast. What is Baba the Beast?
For some reason, my lineup says that there's smoke. So I'm assuming Baba the Beast is smoke.
Yeah,
His
I suspect
original
Baba the
nick was
Beast.
Smoke.
So is it like Baba the Beast or like Baba the Beast?
No idea.
Okay then.
You're asking the wrong person. Maybe we should join their team speak or something and ask them.
Yeah, probably. But anything
yeah, I
about
mean,
them?
Wargaming, right? They played against Wagband and they won 16-8. But Wagband was playing
One man
with
down.
a one man down, yeah, for most of that game. So I don't think we've seen. I don't think we've seen the
Chris
best of
one
Wagband.
had
Actually,
gone AFK.
yeah.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
we saw Wagband being really mentally strong that game, but then against Brutality yesterday they were equally not as strong, unstrong. I mean, the words are
Unstrong. Let these words
are
be etched into the history of the World
very
Wide
not
Web.
strong
Unstrong.
anyway. Very weak. That's the word. Why was I not strong?
Unstrong. No, cancel this. Cancel this. Unstrong is what we're going ahead with.
It's better than
Unstrong.
saying it's better than saying studio section.
I
What
never
you
said
said earlier.
I
Yes,
said segment.
you said section. We will go back on the VOD, and me and
We will debate upon this, but first, let's move
yeah.
on.
So
Let's
War.
move
I don't
on
think
here.
we've seen the best of War yet as well, because they were playing against a depleted Wagband. I honestly myself I don't know that much about Wargaming, so I would like to see them put up a fight, let's say, against Entity. And I think this time is the only chance they have as well to put up any sort of fight against Entity, because Entity is playing with a substitute, right? So now's their time to shine.
Alrighty then, so let's quickly take a look at the map pick and V2 and see what's in store for us and who's banned and picked what. Okay, so we've got Train, we've got Inferno and Nuke banned by War, and Mirage, Cash and Cobble banned by Entity. Leaves us with Overpass, Adi's favorite map. Sarcasm included.
No, what? I actually like Overpass.
Yeah,
It is my favorite. Why would you include sarcasm in there?
the reason why I'm including sarcasm is because should I remind you of all the previous games where we have
but
abused
again,
a lot of teams?
No, again, I really want to point out again that Hellranger has banned Mirage, and that has become Entity's permaban now, and I'm so glad. Good job, Hellranger, because you suck at that map. And like they're really good at the other 6 maps, but they should just. It's a good thing that they're banning Mirage out. And yeah, I mean, it's a good thing we're not seeing another Inferno as well.
Yeah,
Overpass
I
is,
got sick and tired of Inferno happening every other alternate day, man.
I'll have to
Jeez.
actually check out of the almost 10 games that we've gone through now, how many games were
7.
actually Inferno.
7.
No, we're on the 5th day today, but we've had
10 games.
We've had 8 games already played. Today are 2 games as well. One of them is off stream. Actually, no, today's game has been delayed. Today's off stream game has been delayed. But either way, Overpass vertical map again with sort of a mid thing as well, but it has the nuke-like elements of the vertical gameplay, right? A bomb side is basically above the B bomb side, and the rotations are really quick for the CTs as well. But of course, this map completely revolves around map control by the CTs. You have to play aggressive. You can't sit in A side, you can't sit in B side, because it's very easy to get executed on. So I mean, I don't know. We can also look at the videos we've created for the map as well. And
Yeah, in
then
fact,
talk a bit
let's
about it.
quickly head off into the video and see what's in store for us in this map, what this map is all about.
Overpass. A mix of vertical and classical designs makes this map one of the favorites of many professional teams. The team that controls the connector usually comes out with the win.
Well, along with that David Attenborough's way of describing a map, yeah, what else do you have to add on to Overpass?
So, like you saw in that in the video, right? The connector area is really important, especially for the terrorists actually to get control, because, like I said
Connector
earlier,
control,
before
yeah.
the video, through CT base, it's really quick rotations for the CTs from A to B, right? So the Ts need a quick rotation point as well. So hence, connector is something that the CTs and the Ts generally contest a lot. And I have this really simple way of playing Overpass. I've honestly said, you take connector control from B short, and you take B shot control from connector. You don't do it the standard way. You don't just take B shot control from B shot, because people expect that, right? People molly off the little choke point from B side to B shot right in the start. The terrorist can molly that, and you see it every single round, and I'm sure we're going to see Entity do that every single round, because it is really important to delay the CTs from getting, B shot control from the B bomb side. So because of that, when I was in Brutality also, what we did was control B shot from connector. This way you got connector control as well and B shot control. So that is the major point. Like, you get connector control, and you block off the terrorists, their quick rotation access basically by the connector, and you can lock down the map as CTs.
Alrighty then, so let's quickly, without wasting any further time, let's head off into the game and see what's going to be in store for us. Mamba Senior and Fett are going to be casting this game. So, over to you, gentlemen, as we can move off into this game and see how we progress.
That was the worst voiceover ever.
That was the Sasta David Attenborough. Let's head off into the game and see what's in store for us.
Sick to Sasta Virat Kohli.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. The summer season in the Masters League is well underway. Today's game is going to be between War Gaming and Entity Gaming. Now, Entity Gaming lost their first game under slightly dubious circumstances, while War did manage to win theirs against VACBAN. But that was a 4v5 predominantly. Anyway, Mamba is with me today. Mamba SR, Mamba Senior, Mamba Star. The ever jovial, ever happy, and ever fast-talking, brilliant caster, my co-caster today. Mamba, how are you?
I am doing amazing, and these intros, man, oh boy, these intros, I wish everyone introduced me so nicely. But, well, getting back to the game, it's going to be War and Entity Gaming. I don't even know why I'm still calling them Entity Esports. It's just being stuck on the past, so I think if I ever break up, I'm going to have a hard time moving on. But getting back to the game, it is going to be Spawn subbing in instead of Spyro, Psychedelic. Anyway, so it is going to be Spawn subbing in, and I don't think that would make a huge difference because Spawn is a wonderful player as well, and he's just off an AWPer. Sai, and I think he's actually more versatile AWPer than Sai, because the way he uses the AWP, the way he aggresses out the way. I've seen this dude lurk around with the AWP, and that is something that's extremely difficult to do. But talking about the first round, we have two guys on the terrace side buying up resources, 4 flashes and 2 smokes to work with. On the CD side, Falcon. I don't even know why he wrote his name upside the other way around. It's really hard. And Spawn is going to be going up, trying to find some sort of information, maybe get an early frag as well. He's going to fall back, having that information. There are guys towards mid, and the rotation might come in from connector as well. So Hell Ranger falling back will be watching A-Long, making sure that his teammate doesn't get cut off from A-Long. And the C4 is creeping up towards A-bomb side. No one is towards the B-bomb side, so this is going to be pretty interesting.
I mean, it is going to be interesting to see the dynamic of Entity Gaming change. They are playing with the stand-in, that is Spawn, Sai being at Edge in Kolkata, Techno Edge, or whatever the latest. Oh, Hellranger spots out a couple of players, rattles off a few shots, and they know that it is going to be a long push. The rotation is coming in. It's going to come down to Hellranger to stand on guard, and Spawn, that's a good crossfire. Spawn finds one head, taps away, gets a second. In the meantime, Hellranger has found Saz, and Amaterasu is in with the rotation, and that's going to leave Baba the Beast to go beast mode. Finds one, finds two, but there's Mazel, and he's going to find the final headshot onto Baba the Beast, puts him to rest, and with that, Entity Gaming pick up the pistol round. Mamba, that was an interesting strat on the pistol round, wouldn't you say? Overpass, pistol round, T-side taking long. Not something you see every day. It is an unconventional strategy, and could have worked out had it not been for the fact that Spawn spotted them out early, and Hellranger, ever so vigilant, ever so ready, and called for the early rotation. And that was a good call from Entity, and a decent call from War, actually. What do you have to say?
Well, it was a pretty interesting round, to be honest, because you don't usually see Glocks taking that longer route, because it's not that great at the long range fights, and Hellranger is going to go and try and get that information. He'll get it as well. But I think that it was a very slight mistake from Hellranger trying to go in for the repick from the truck, because he got dinked. He got taken down to 10 points of health. He did not have to go in for the repick, because Spawn did have the crossfire. Once Spawn engaged, that is when Hellranger should have repicked. But nonetheless, they won the round. Spawn got 2 frags. Hellranger got 1. Got lucky right there, and they picked the first round up as well. So it was a pretty good strat. Just did not work out in the favor of the terrorist side. And yeah, obviously Spawn getting the information was really effective as well. And oops! Just, in Hindi we call it, Rangoli Banana, and he's gonna fire all around Spawn. Gets a first frag. Will not spot the second guy out though. He does have the information and expecting someone to push through the smoke. Saz might just get spotted, maybe not. He's gonna get spotted, might not get taken down though. Spawn trying to find the frag. Three bullets to work with, and he will have to fall back and hit. Actually, it's Amaterasu playing the A-long area, and Amaterasu taking some amount of damage. Finish is not going to go down, surviving for a very long time. And P250 to work. How is he not dead yet? Finally, Spawn is going to find the headshot onto him, and Baba find the frag onto Hail Ranger as well. So it is going to be a 1v4. And Baba, can he pull this off? It looks really unlikely. And Spawn actually has a 4k. He might as well just push out and try and get that ace. And that is exactly what is happening. Spawn is going to go in, try and get his ace in the official match, and try and pump his stats up. He's going to spot the chase. He's going to go in. Will try and find the frag, and Baba. Oh my god, Marcel. He just did that.
Yeah. Marzel doing Marzel things. No ace for you. You're the stand-in. No. I'll take that from you right now. But on the bright side, Spawn farming that cash. 4 kills with the MP9. That is money in the bank, and that allows him to immediately upgrade to the AVP. Now, here's the thing. It's going to be a full eco from War, so I'm not really sure why Spawn would go for the AWP. He might as well stuck with the MP9 and, gone for more farming. There's a lot of farming to be done. Now, the AWP only awards you a $100 kill bonus. And it does look like it's setting up to be a play towards the B bomb side. Falcon is going to get flashed in towards Monster. He's going to go play aggro. There's no one in Waters or B shot for control, but Falcon, he's feeling enterprising. He's just going to go pushing. Nope, he's going to fall back. All right, that's interesting. On the flip side, Hell Ranger, he's just found his W key on the keyboard and he's just pushing it like there's no tomorrow. And he's getting a lot of information there. Kazi getting spotted out. Hell Ranger will finish the deed. And that's a lot of information gleaned by the CTs. They know that it's going to be a hit towards the B bomb side. There's 3 players there. Marzel just getting peppered by 9mm bullets. He's down to 9 health. He needs help very fast. Nope, he's going to go down without much of a fight. And now Amaterasu is in a world of trouble. And the B push actually finding a lot of kills. And now Hell Ranger in from B shot does a lot of damage. And Falcon's there to clean up the round. It's a very clean round, but unfortunately both Amaterasu and Marzel had rifles which will get dropped and taken away. I would consider that a pretty decent investment being taken away. War doing as much damage as possible with just the Glocks.
And I'm kind of surprised why Marzel did not use his flashbang, because, so there was a crossfire, by the way. Amaterasu was watching his cross. Marzel was already on 20 points of health. He had a smoke and a flashbang. And having a FAMAS to work with, he could have taken that risk of flashing around the corner, throwing an underarm high flash, because, he did not have to worry about being pushed out because Amaterasu was watching his cross. So this is something that you do not usually expect from Marzel, because he's probably one of the best players, if not the best player in the country. And he has shown us that how excellent of a player he is. Also in terms of awareness, aim, he doesn't even practice aim all that much, to be very honest, because he just says, I don't even warm up. I just go up, start the game and start playing the match, and that is exactly what he does. So I'm kind of surprised that Marzel made that very slight, very small mistake, but nonetheless that round is going to go in the favor of the CT side, and we have an AVP on Saz who does not have any other resources, and the rest of the team will have to put that up into a proper position, because on a map like Overpass or any map, but a map like Overpass is extremely important. Look at that flashbang from the CTs. It was so precise. The timing was so perfect, and Spawn peeking out at the most perfect time possible. So yeah, they will have to make sure, and they have a two-man push coming in through the smoke, and Falcon is going to get taken down, and Marzel is going to go down as well. Baba getting 2 frags right there, so the push is not going to work out. The early aggression is not going to pay off, and they are to a 2-man deficit, and Amaterasu will have to go huge towards the B bomb side if it becomes a B play. And at this point, I think even though they are to a man disadvantage, it is going to be Spawn who will have to try and get those early openings, and the CTs will have to try and put that up in a really aggressive position, set up the shots for him with the flashes and the smokes going in as well. So it is going to be interesting, and we have one of the players complaining about the server, but Amaterasu is going to get pushed, and I really...
Oh, what a flashbang that comes out. Amaterasu walks into a minefield of blind players, but only able to find 1 kill. That was not what the doctor ordered. He needed to find multiple frags, and now Hell Ranger all alone on the B bomb side. That's going to leave Spawn with a mountain to climb with just the AWP in a 1v4. That is not a position you want to be in. Pulls out the deagle, tries to make his way in towards the smoke, spots out 1 player, gets the kill, gets another. Can he do more? He's gone above. And what can he do? He knows where Baba to play. What a shot from Spawn. 1v4 to 1v1. This man, someone give him a cookie. It's a 1v4 that he's on the precipice of clutching. Taps the bomb, has a kit, will hold it down. Pros don't fake, bro. Pros don't fake. And Okay, he knows where Kazi is. Out of utility, out of life, almost 20 HP left. Oh, Spawn trying his very best, does so much damage, almost clutching the round. And yeah, that was so very close. Props to Spawn, does a lot of economic damage there. And for those of you who are wondering why Sai isn't playing today, he's in Kolkata attending a LAN. So that's why Spawn is playing in his stead. But don't take anything away from this man. Maybe a stand-in, but he's playing like he wants that spot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if he starts playing full-time again, he is going to definitely have the spot. But no, one of the other things that is really interesting about Spawn is the fact that he has stopped playing all that much. He doesn't practice all that much because of his personal commitments. And he's a student. I'm presuming he's pursuing architecture, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, that takes up a lot of time as well. And the way he has been playing, even though he has been out of touch, he doesn't play so many scrims. You know, his gameplay, his game style, and his game sense has not faded away. And Marcel is going to get boosted up top on the bridge. And a very cheeky angle. I like this. It's not a very aggressive angle, and this is not something that Tees would rather expect, because you know he's not going in for that. You know, he's not watching the door or the tunnels, but he's just watching the cross, hoping that he'll find the frag. And Hellranger is going to get boosted up top as well, and Kazi will have to be really careful. If he gets taken down, this could be really devastating for the Terry side, because Oops is not in a position where he could trade Hellranger. There's absolutely no chance in hell that Hell is going to get traded. And well, Kazi is going to go down. He's going to fall back, and this is what I love about Entity, knowing when to fall back. Got the first frag. They're not going to be over ambitious. They'll fall back as well. Amaterasu just holding that angle is not going to find any sort of information, while Falcon gets taken down towards the B-bomb side. It is going to get reduced to a 4v4. Saz has a Mac 10 to work with. Marzel playing towards the barrels actually, and Hellranger is going to get taken down. Marzel though will get flushed out with the Molotov coming in, and Baba will go down as well. Can he get the same frag as well? What is even happening? Saz should have been watching the barrels, because the Molotov did go there. He's going to go down, being caught off guard, and Oops, 2v1. Can he find the frag? Nope, he's going to be absolutely blinded for 4 seconds. He's going to try and sneak around. The nade is going to go in as Marzel is going to get taken down. Then nope, that is not going to happen. And Marzel will find another headshot onto Oops, getting 2 frags on 1 point of fill. That is absolutely beautiful.
Wow, Marzel. Hero plays from them for him, just burning alive, doesn't care, will still manage to do a lot of damage. Gets 1 frag, does a lot of damage onto the second, and then rounds up the final kill of the round on 1 HP. This is why Marzel is just so damn dangerous. And well, you pointed out absolutely correctly that Entity is a team that doesn't overextend. They play the game properly. The first kill Hellranger got, they didn't get overzealous, they didn't overstay their welcome. He gets the kill, both Amaterasu and Hellranger fall right back. And now Hellranger's getting a lot of information, spots out a couple of players heading towards Spawn. Spawn needs to be careful. He does manage 2 kills, but then hands over the AWP and Spawn. And Oops finds Hellranger. That's an AWP and an M4 recovered by War Gaming. They can actually make something happen. It's a 3v3, and the weapons are fairly distributed. The AWP is on the guy with the armor. I'd say that Kazi switches out for the M4 and lets Oops AWP. Glass cannon AWP being a lot more viable of a weapon in my opinion, because it's a 1 shot 1 kill above the waist, while the rifler should always have the armor in order to protect from that aim punch. But well, I'm no professional gamer, I'm just a caster, as they say. So yeah, what do I know about this game, right?
No, but what you said is absolutely true, and you know, take it from a semi-professional player. But jokes apart, yeah, what you said is absolutely true, because you know that aim punch causes a lot of issue when you don't have when you have an assault rifle and do not have Kevlar. So it's gonna be Amaterasu on that look, and this is such a masterful play coming in from Amaterasu. He is going to be on the backstep, and the Terry side is not going to expect this. Marzel will have to waste a lot of time, and he's playing it to perfection, not overextending, not giving away his possession. Amaterasu is going to check every possible angle, gets a person, gets a second as well. Can he get the third? And Amaterasu, you God! What a lurk! Even though it was not a flashy play, the thing that I really loved about this play was the fact that making sure he made sure that he did not overextend, did not give away his possession, and the awareness from this guy. What do I even say about that?
You know, I like the fact that Falcons managed to get his hands on a Bayonet Tiger Tooth, but what I'd really like to see is him showing off that howl. Pardon me, guys. I like my skins. Okay, it's on Hellranger, so that's whom I shall be following. That howl. Anyway, that was a god tier lurk coming out from Amaterasu. And you know, take nothing away from Marzel there. Marzel did the perfect bait and switch, which allowed Amaterasu to get into a very favorable position and let him bag 3 kills there. He distracted like a god. Falcon peeks mid, is gonna get smoked off and fall back and gets taken down through the smoke. Not ideal. And Amaterasu, he's gonna line up 2 players just like that. No contest, no problem. And somehow manages to get the third as well. Now Amaterasu, all he needs to do is get his way out of there. Gonna molly himself. A little bit of Padmavat action never really hurt anybody but the player there. But yeah, 3v2. But yet again, Amaterasu coming out with the goods. 3 kills, 3 early kills that too. And that's going to set Wargaming on the back foot.
And Entity Gaming is just playing with absolutely no regards, even though they are doing everything. It's a methodical play, but they still have no respect at all for war, and they're making sure that they do not build up bad habits like overextending. So they are giving respect where it's necessary, but nowhere else. And Amaterasu, I don't even know how he got 3 frags from that position. That should not have happened. That should have absolutely not happened. Hellranger, it's going to clear out mid and party. We'll try and get some turret information towards A long. We'll get it. Kazi almost being taken down, surviving on 46 points of health. The Hellranger will go on the backstab, but Spawn missing on the first shot. Can he get the second as well? It's going to be Scorpion. We'll find the second shot and says, why did you not trade him out? Why would you push the bomb side and not trade out the upper? My question will remain unanswered, and this is what happens when you watch comparatively inexperienced players going up against a team which is very structured and have a coach like Equitas.
And I'm really happy to see that Equitas's insights haven't been falling on deaf ears, because the way Entity have been playing this CT side thus far, it's just been pristine. Like, there have been very few mistakes made. Yes, the aggression didn't pan out in the 1 round that they lost, but that was still a good info play made by them. It got them insight into how they set up towards a B hit and how they can actually exploit the map. Otherwise, look at this, Amaterasu and Spawn. The aggression towards long is allowing the team to be passive towards B and actually shore up and prepare for an eventual B push. I like these positions. Falcon holding off the off angle towards B short, and yes, they've given up mid control, but they've got so much information. Although it's early days, and if Wargaming were enterprising, they would have gone for map control. Overpass is a map that hinges on map control, but they're just going to walk into a crossfire that's already ready. And Falcon, Hellranger, they're just going to chime in with kills. But Falcon, he's the lone survivor. He needs to go huge. The last player is very low, and Falcon with a crucial 3k. That should bolster his confidence. We all know Falcon is a very confidence-based player, and that should go a long way in, strengthening up his mental fortitude so that it allows him to frag better in the rest of this game.
And I've seen a couple of rounds where Marzel had the FAMAS. Now, I'm not sure if he's just playing with the FAMAS just for the fun of it, or he didn't have money. But I mean, he had $5,500 to work with, so I am not quite sure what he's doing. But yeah, so I remember Adi and I having a conversation about 4 or 5 months back of how viable the FAMAS is, and Adi isn't really fond of this weapon. And this was before the UMP got nerfed. So I mean, yeah, fine, I understand, UMP was $1,200 and it was pretty OP, but it's not as useless, or it's not as ineffective as Adi says, because I've seen this weapon used up in a lot of situations. Though its first shot accuracy is not the best, but it's still a viable option. $2,100, and for example, you have like $3,600 to work with on the CD side. Buying a flashbang along with the FAMAS to work with, it's something that's really effective to hold off those close angles. And the only problem with the gun is the fact that it has 25 bullets to work with. But the tactical timeout coming in from the terrorist side, it looks like it is going to be a 3-2 split. Coming in from the terror side, do not have a lot of guns to work with either. So Saz is going to get taken down. Amaterasu, so he's going to find the headshot. Hellranger waiting it out on top of connectors, and Kazi is going to be going in towards alongside Baba the Beast. And Hellranger, oh no, man, almost being surprised right there, being startled by Amaterasu's footsteps. And Spawn is going to be holding that aggressive angle with the op. So a pretty slow round coming from the terror side.
And this is a bit of a problem, because there's a slowly but surely inching their way in towards restrooms, and Spawn hasn't really. Now he's going to fall back, but the other players are going to hear it. Now it comes down to Amaterasu. He's going to try and spray transfer, and again Amaterasu delivering the goods time and time again. That's 2 quick kills for him, and he's got bomb control as well. Should be aware that there's a player right nipping at his heels. That's Finish. And Oops holding the close angle, but Marzel's going to get the kill, and now it's all down to Finish in a 1v3. Marzel's going to do the smart thing and fall back, and Amaterasu is going to relish himself a juicy little 4k yet again. Amaterasu, Mr. Consistent on Entity Gaming. No, a lot of people say that Sai, Hunter, A-Star, these are the ex-Cali, they're the best players in the country, but according to me, it is this man, Mr. Amaterasu Adavat. He is just so consistent throughout every game. You can depend on him to, have those crucial clutches, have those multi-frag rounds where he's going absolutely bananas. And that's what puts him right up there with the rest of the heavy-hitting fraggers and aim gods that our country has to offer. Because he not only can he aim, his thinking of the game is just absolutely pristine. And again, this long aggression is what has been doing War in over and over again. They have no idea how to play this map, it seems, because it never really gone for any sort of map control. It's always been, chalo yaar, B-rush karte hai, khatam karte hai. Like, we're getting waters control. See, this is the point, right? अब चूहों की तरह बिल में छुप के कुछ नहीं मिलना इस स्टेज पे आके, ठीक है? This works in matchmaking when you can overwhelm a beat opposition. Marzel's gonna get flashed out. He's completely blind. Needs to be careful, and Marzel is gonna get shot down. But Falcon is there, tries to get the refrag, doesn't really get anything done. But they really need to do it a bit more consistently. Oh, Falcon with that nade could do a lot of damage. Does get. But look at where Hellranger is, and he's in with the flag even without realizing it. Mops up 2 quick kills. Finds Saz, but Saz will get the AWP kill onto Hellranger. Now Amaterasu again with luck, and there is Kazi right around the corner. He needs to be careful. Kazi sahi mein कीड़ा कर सकता है इस round में spawn के position का, but the main player to be worried about is Amaterasu, because this man is like a coiled viper who knows when to strike.
Well, at this point, I'm kind of surprised that Amaterasu is actually pushing up. I mean, even though they don't have the information, but he's going to spot the C4. Kasi is going to get taken out, going to find the second frag as well. Yes, he does. And I am... Okay, alright, so my question for this play, when Amaterasu pushed, right? Spawn... I understand that he needed some sort of backup, but he could have fallen back and just held off that angle so that he does not get pushed. And the second thing, the bomb did not go down, so I'm kind of surprised that Amaterasu actually pushed out. Now, against a better team, this could have backfired. What do you think about this bit?
I mean, see, the information that was at his disposal was predominantly why he pushed out. He knew, he saw that Long was completely cleared. There was nobody there. So he just pushed up. He took a gamble. And the fact that B-hit had come in and the information that the team had gotten, right? Muzzle peeked out, got killed, and then Hellranger found 2 quick kills over towards the B bomb side. The bomb got spotted crossing into the B bomb side. So he knew that it's a 2v3. It's a 2v2 now. Hellranger's gotten 2 kills, and I think one player, it was Falcon who got the other. So he knows that there's just 2 players left, and they will not be, split up. They will be together. That's how teams should be playing. And he just took the gamble, and it paid off, and it was a gamble predominantly based on very good information that his teammates provided him.
Well, that's absolutely true, and Spawn is going to be holding the angle. Gets the first back, trying to get the second as well. He's going to spot him off, and the C4 has been picked up as well. Was spotted right there. The flashbang is going to be coming in, and Spawn, did he connect the shot? Nope, that would not happen, and Spawn is still holding off that close angle. I'm not quite sure why, and Hellranger is going to get taken on Saz with 2 amazing deagle shots, and Spawn will have to channelize it in a Guardian, and look at that, getting the third one as well. Can he get the fourth? Nope, that is not going to happen. He's going to go around the corner, almost connecting shot, will get taken. Now my Oops getting a double headshot as well. It is going to get reduced to a 1v1. And Spawn doing a lot of work, and the Deagles on the terrace are doing a lot of work as well. Marshall is just going to hold that angle off, and is quite confident that he is going to push in from A-long and not from toilets. So finally falling back, 30 seconds on the clock. Now this is where the mind games come, start playing out, and Marshall being really smart. It's just going to watch the cross. He's not going to commit to it, and the Deagle shot is going to give away Oops' position, and well, he's going to get spotted. Marcel is going to get spotted as well. The bomb is going to get faked out. And oh my god, what was that shot? Marcel is going to get deleted off the server. And oh boy, what a round that was.
That was juicy. Wow. Wow. And like, here's the thing. Because Entity Gaming have been losing so many players in the rounds that they've won, their money isn't that great. Look at that. They've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds in a row. And they're already money broke. They have very little utility. Yes, they managed to field 5 rifles along with the AWP, but I mean, at what cost? They don't have utility. They don't have 5 M4s, no head armor, although they don't need it against AKs and the AWP. But this is the round that War should be looking to pounce and actually break Entity Gaming's economy and get 2 easy rounds on the board after this.
And oh boy, I'm still not over the fight. I'm not still over the last round, and I still have flashbacks, and I'm pretty sure Marzel is gonna have those flashbacks as well. Even though he's a very strong player mentally, and his mental fortitude is commendable. But it's just going to be one of those scars when you lose out a round, which you should not have. But getting back to the game, Saz will be wielding that op, and Falcon is going to be absolutely blinded, and the flashman from the series is going to be coming in as well. He's going to get spotted, but Marcel getting double frag, getting third one as well. Can he get the fourth? Oh my god, Marcel going god mode right there, getting a quad kill, and well, he's going to get traded out. Finally, Baba getting the frag onto Marcel. It is going to be Baba in a 1v3, and he was that anchor that you do not want to be going against while you're trying to take the side. And what a headshot onto Hellranger. We're on the corner. What a second shot as well. Spawn is going to get taken down, and oh boy, we are finding out that there are some great aimers on both sides of the teams, and War just actually impressing us with those aim duels, but strategically, is where they're lacking behind right now.
Yeah, their approach to Overpass T side has been their weak link so far. War, they can definitely aim that. And in fact, Tito from Too Easy Gaming was telling me the other day that War is someone that we should be keeping an eye on, because they have some truly gifted, mechanically gifted players. Although just mechanics alone will not be enough to see you through a game of competitive Counter-Strike at this level. You need to do some amount of map control, some research, and okay, it's a fast play towards B. Players have gone in towards B shot, and it's gonna be Falcon and Marzel and Amaterasu who's just gonna clean up this fast play towards the B bomb side. And Baba the Beast, he's just living up to his name. Falcon completely blinded with the UMP is gonna get shut down completely, and now it's spawned for B shot, and Baba the Beast is gonna wreck him a new one as well. Alright, another expensive round coming in for Entity Gaming. They lost 3 players. This is getting a bit too close for comfort, in my opinion.
To be very honest, those are some juicy headshots coming in from War, and I'm kind of surprised the way the CDs are being taken down, and those shots are actually pretty goddamn amazing. And someone should just take away these AK-47s from them and just hand them out deagles and be like, you know what, kids, you've been playing fairly decent with the deagles, just play with the pistols. But yeah, that is going to be the 11th round coming up for the CD side. Amaterasu is going to try and push up towards mid, and we have a 3-man stack, and Falcon is going to be pushing in short as well. The second tunnel has been mollied off. The smoke is going to be coming up as well, and I'm pretty sure the terrorist side will have that information because of the way the smoke bounced. And if they don't, they won't just know the physics of the game, and Amaterasu is going to get taken down. Spawn on the look has so much information to play with. Finish is going to get taken down, and Spawn is going to be on the backstab. Baba is not going to realize and will get taken down, and Spawn, well, just being so fearless, realize that he's not going to look back. He's not going to expect a lurk at that point. And Hellranger holding that crossfire along with Spawn and getting a headshot. Saz is going to get deleted, and Marzel will go down as well. Ooh, it's being taken down, and Falcon on the backstab can get a second as well. Well, he will, and that is actually going to be the 12th one coming up for the CD side.
Wow. And again, yet another round where War just get outplayed. Spawn with the early lurk, early push, the War people not expecting that, get shot in the back, and then again Falcon. See, this is the thing. The CTs are actually giving telltale signs of what they're planning to do. They Molotov off the entrance towards waters, and then you smoke it off. You know that they've gotten shot control. And the T's need to be wary of that. And there we go, Hellranger showing off his NA nading skills for everyone's viewing pleasure. And he's going to get caught out in the open yet again. He's going to chuck a nade just like that, just for the heck of it. And, well, it is going to be Spawn and Amaterasu who are going to clean house with the 3 players that pushed Fountain.
Someone needs to remind him that, the nades do not get cooked in Counter-Strike. That only happens in PUBG, and he was holding out a nade expecting someone to push in and try and get that frag as well. But I cut you off right there. So, what are you saying again?
No, it's just that, again, right now the T's are quite fragmented. There's one in Connector, and the other player that's going to be Saz, who's holding towards Long Tree. And they need to group up because, well, I mean, Kazi does have a Mac 10 and an armor. I mean, he can channel his inner Hut G and get like 15 frags, like 4 frags, but I don't think that's happening. And Kazi just left an AK-47 just lying there. Why? Pick it up, bro.
He was too scared that he's going to make a sound and give away his position. But at this point, I would just fall back and pick that AK-47 up. But he's not going to do that. I'm kind of surprised at the decisions that these guys are making. They are quite questionable. And Hellranger, it's going to be pushing up in a 4v2, 36 seconds on the clock, trying to find that information. And Amaterasu getting the first flag. Kazi will come around the corner, will find the flag onto Amaterasu, and Hellranger will try and get that pre-flag, or maybe not. He's just going to wait it out. He will pass the information to his teammates. Marzel will be going inside connectors and will try and find that frag, but nope. Kazi, 20 seconds on the clock, does have the C4 to work with, and 15 seconds. It is going to be extremely hard for him to plant the bomb down, but it's the last round. He will have to try and go in. And Marzel playing, actually it's Falcon playing such a beautiful angle, and that is going to be the scoreline at the end of the first half, 13-2 in the favor of Entity Gaming.
And my God, this just reminds me of yesterday's match, right? Brutality, same scoreline, 13-2 on Inferno. But thank God I'm not watching another Inferno game, and this time we get to watch Overpass. This is, by the way, for those of you, who don't really know who I am and why I'm talking, this is my favorite map in the game of all time. Overpass is just, this map is Bay. That's what it is to me. Hamatu Rasu and Spawn.
20. I mean, collectively they have 45 frags.
Yeah.
What is even happening in this game? But well, Falcon is going to be the guy who's going to buy up the resources and sacrifice his Kevlar on the terrace side, and Spawn will be leading the charge. The flashman blinding his teammate as well, and oops, yeah, the first one will have to fall back. Does not want to get taken now, and Amaterasu is going to go down as well, and the 3-man sack coming from the CGs towards mid is actually working out brilliantly. Hellranger and Falcon at 2v5. Is this going to work out? Hellranger on a masterful lurk. We'll try and get the first one. Gets the first. Can he get the second? Nope. Oops, is going to shut him down right there. Falcon in a 1v4. Gets the first. Can he get the second? Nope. Trying to get the frag. Will get taken down. And the scoreline is going to be 13-3 in the favor of Entity Gaming War, though. Picking up the first round in the second half and trying to set that comeback rolling.
Yeah, I mean, that was crucial for War. They needed that pistol round to try and get some injection of confidence back into their veins and, try and make something happen of this second half. And it's curious, they know that they're going to be up against pistols, but yet two players have opted to go without head armor. That could come back to bite them in the backside. Let's see how this plays out, because obviously Entity are going to go for the force buy. They have so many rounds to play with. They can actually try out a couple of strats and a couple of setups before actually starting to take the second half seriously. However, I'm not sure whether Equitas will be too happy with them throwing rounds like this, but it's going to be Saz to face towards long, and he doesn't have head armor. So he does the wise thing, because you know how random CSGO pistols are. One stray bullet to your face and you're just lying on the curb, your blood just in a pool of your own blood and poop. And you don't want that, not in an anti-force.
Well, that would be quite literally. I mean, if you get taken down by a stray deagle or a P250 bullet while you don't even see the guy. But, well, it is going to be the smoke coming in. And what? Hellranger. Yeah, this is what we were talking about. Stray bullets. And that is exactly what is going to happen. Saz is going to find the frag onto Hellranger. The nade is being primed up. The flashbang is going to be coming up as well. Kazi in such a wonderful position. No trigger discipline. Will find the first one. Trying to get the second. Will get taken down, though. And this is why trigger discipline is of extreme importance. And Falcon in a 1v3 will spot the CT, will try and find the flag, but nope, is going to get denied. Is going to have his face ripped off, and that is going to be the fourth one coming up for Team War. Actually, War Gaming.
Yeah. And, well, 4-13, full eco for Entity Gaming. I mean, they should just play this conservatively and try and get it done as fast as possible. That would just give them the confidence that they need. They're trying to prove that they're the best in the country, maybe even a top 10 team in Asia. Well, this is where you prove it. You need to, just obliterate your domestic challenge if you want to be considered one of the best in Asia. You can't be giving up more than 7-8 rounds to your local opponents.
Well, that is absolutely true, and that speaks volumes for the sort of mindset that Equitas has. Even if you tell him that his team played decently, even if they win like 6-9, 6-10, he's like, my team played like shit. They didn't play well. They made a lot of mistakes, and that is a standard that Equitas holds for his team. And that is the way he wants his team to play. Obliterating your domestic circuit and then going out for the Asian scene, and that is how he's trying to set the roadmap for Entity Esports, actually Entity Gaming. But Hellranger is spotting the CT right there, has the M4 to work with. Falcon with the M4 as well. Already has 2 flags to work with, no Kevlar whatsoever on these guys, and it doesn't make sense to fall back and save those guns up. So I would rather expect them to go out, but yeah, the amount of money they're gonna get is actually gonna be lesser than what they would actually wait what never mind. So the amount of money they are gonna be getting if they go out and die is actually gonna be lesser than the amount of money it costs to buy those AK-47s up. So it might actually be a sensible play.
I mean, they might just want to try and get the bomb down. They know that there's 2 players towards the A bomb side. They might be just going for a trade play. They try and trade Baba, get the bomb down, get that extra $800 cash injection, and then play out the round from there. Maybe play the bomb, play the plant, and try and make something happen. But it's going to be very difficult because Baba's playing the long range angle, and he is going to have the advantage. They do have a smoke, and Falcon, oh my god, that is brutal. Because the bomb gets dropped in a very awkward position now, and Hellranger does find 1 kill, but he has to run through the Molotov. Oh, forgets to retrieve the bomb, but somehow manages to make his escape. And can he get the plant? Ooh. Oh, that gets the plant. That's all that he would want. And more importantly, they got 3 players down, and most of these players had rifles. So that's a lot of economic damage done onto War. Entity get the bomb down. That's $800 extra for them to take into the next round. So everybody will be able to buy the armor, the AK-47, and the utility.
And an AWP as well. Falcon, I'm pretty sure he's going to be dropping an AWP to spawn because he has $5,700 to equip. So that's $2,400 plus $800 for the bomb going down, and for Hellranger an additional $300 for planting the bomb. So that's a lot of money coming in for the Terror side, and I'm kind of surprised that we do not have an AWP. So it is going to be a lot of resources being bought upon the Terror side, and this could be a full-fledged execute coming in, and surprising Wargaming, because we do have an AWP onto Saz, who is going to be AWPing towards the B bomb side, I'm presuming. No man, towards the A bomb side, towards the party area, and Kazi throwing the smoke. The Molotov is going to push him back, and that was a good play coming in. But that's one Molotov being taken away, and Oops is going to get taken down. Spawn is going to go down as well. Saz with an amazing angle. This is one of those angles which I was talking about that Ritz had absolutely no clue about. But Baba is going to get taken down. So is Finish. Marzil getting 2 frags, and well, he is going to take control of the entire B bomb set all by himself. The Molotov is going to go up as well, timing that Molotov so that his team has enough time to come in with the rotation, and that was such a wonderful play coming from Marzil. Saz is watching the backstab, is watching the push with the op in a 2v4 situation. I am not sure if they're going to go in, because that would just be ridiculous, to be honest. And Kazi is going to get taken down, and this is a time where Saz will fall back and try and salvage that op, but that is not going to happen because we do have a Maltharasu on the lurk, and Saz is going to be absolutely destroyed right now.
I mean, they know where Saz is, and I don't think they should allow him to save this AWP, but Saz doesn't really have a choice. There's another play. There we go, Amaterasu. They're just so aware. They just know this map inside and out. And this is where their war is completely wrecked. There's just Saz with $4,200, entities on 14 rounds, and almost every 2 players are on double eco territory. This is the worst possible position for War to be in. They lost too many players in those anti-ecos, and now they're gonna have to pay the price for it. They don't have money. They don't have money, Mamba. They're broke. What do they do?
Well, we hope and pray that War comes out with a miracle, which is not going to happen, just by the way. And for me, this game is done and dusted, because, in the next round, War is not going to have enough cash to work with, and the Terror side is just going to mow them down. I'm pretty sure they're just going to rush out towards B-bomb side, and I just went rap mode right there. I don't even know why. It wasn't even a fast play, and why was I talking so fast again? Well, nonetheless, Marcel is going to find the first track, trying to find the second as well. He's going to get, not being able to get the third Saz. So he's going to find the headshot on Marcel. Falcon getting 2 more, and this is sheer domination, obliteration, no respect at all for the CD side from Entity Gaming.
This is just... Well, this is the point in the Hindi movie where the doctor comes out of the operation theatre and says, Mem sahab, ab inhe dawa nahi, duaon ki zarurat hai. So please, everybody, send your power to War. Maybe just lend them your energy so that they can maybe mount a comeback, because this is looking like a sheer in-size word, in the words of the immortal Sai, who can't be here today because he's in Kolkata at the Edge LAN. एक हल्का सा चप्पल उड़ के लग रहा है इनके मुंह पे, is what he would say on stream. हल्का सा चप्पल खा लिया friends, मतलब हल्का सा.
No, but I'm pretty sure Sai would actually be kind of upset. The way Spawn is actually playing would be really surprised and really, wondering what is even happening. I mean, because Entity is not being Sai at all. Spawn has been playing so well, and the flashbang is going to go out towards the B-bombs at the last round coming up, and the CD side is going to be absolutely blinded. Marshall just going in, no respect at all, no fear at all, and the trade's not coming in time, and Spawn is going to be missing a lot of shots. Getting that second frag as well. It is going to be Saz all alone in a 1v4 again, and that was such a wonderful execute. I mean, if you guys download this demo and watch this execute, you'll see so many things happening, and the amount of practice that Entity has put in front of this execute is going to be unreal, and Saz is just going to get taken down like a ragdoll, and the scoreline is going to be 16-5 in the favor of Entity Gaming.
Wow, that was a quick game. That was a really quick game. 16-5, and Entity Gaming just showing that they're in it to win it. They're not going to be taking any prisoners, no respect whatsoever. Just gung-ho, press W and mow your opponents down. It seems like Too Easy is going to be the only opponent that actually gives them a fight, and maybe even Team Invictus. Anyway, guys, that's enough of us. Back to the studio. Adi and Vagish, please, I know you're waiting to sink your teeth into this picture-perfect overpass that Entity just played. So take it away, guys. Take it away.
Alrighty then, Entity Gaming doing what they do best, decimating opposition left, right, center. Well, that's what happened with Wargaming currently.
Yeah,
this
clearly they did
scoreline.
not lack Sai at all.
Absolutely.
Actually-
In fact, back when Hunter was playing with Entity, they were doing absolutely good.
Mm-hmm.
Now when Sai is still not playing with them, they're still doing good. So now we know Entity gaming is good. It's not Sai.
Yeah.
Point to be
I mean,
noted, Sid.
actually, if-
Point to be noted, Nirav.
If anything, actually, Spawn played better than Sai ever would have, I think, to be honest.
Sure.
Because Spawn had some really important rounds. He also, in the second round, he had an ace stolen away from him by Marzel. Like, Spawn was actually chasing the fifth guy with a MP9. And I call it the TMP still, by the way. It's from CS 1.6 times. But yeah, the MP9. And Marzel was like, nah, fam. I got this. I'm stealing that kill. Like, don't take that $600. I want $300 for my FAMAS. Like, makes absolutely no sense. If I was Spawn, I would fly to Bangalore and smack Marzel over the head for that kill steal, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, and there's
Would you
nothing
do
much
that?
to say. Yeah, I would.
So you would
I
spend...
have done that. I have actually smacked Marzel over the head once.
No, you're telling me
When we were
if
playing
this
in,
was happening,
TMG.
you would spend 20k to
It's not
go-
20k, dude. I don't know which travel agent is ripping you off.
it's called
6K
Air India.
return. It's 6k return.
To
And I'm talking about,
Bangalore.
like, yes, I'm from Bombay when I was in Bombay, right?
What year are you talking about? What AD is this?
Even now.
No, it's
Yes. Yes.
not. What rubbish.
So
I need to talk to your travel agent,
So-
but tell me more about this game.
So yeah, more about this game, right? The thing is, one thing that stands out from me in this game is the sheer amount of times that War was eco in the first 15 rounds in the first half when they were T. They were eco in the first of all, they went double eco twice in round number 2 and 3, and then again in round number 6 and 7 they were double eco first of all, and then in the 9th round it was their 5th eco. And then after that, actually, they won another eco in round number 11. That's their 8th eco, their 6th eco, which they won, actually. Oops, with a crazy deagle shot on Marzel. Can't blame Marzel for that. And Marzel actually made up for it in the 12th round by a 4K in the B bomb side. And then again, round number 14 and 15 were forced buys by War. War. I had the variance spike in mind because
It's okay. It's
no,
unright
honestly,
or
it was
untrue,
actually
whatever
that
you
because
said.
in round number 2 the players were complaining about a variance spike in the server, and the short form for variance is war, so that's what was stuck in my head. But yeah, anyways, basically it was 8 ecos or force buys by War in the first 15 rounds of the game, and that doesn't bode well. And again, like Entity finally in their T side, they didn't show us anything special. The same thing with War. War didn't have any force. War didn't show us any map control. It was just every time they were just trying to brute force B, and Entity did the same thing on their T side. We're like, okay, we'll brute force B. We'll show you how it's done. And on the gun round, they did it. Entity won it.
Masterclass with
and
Entity Gaming.
it wasn't even a masterclass. It was just brute force. There was nothing. They didn't have to use any strats. And obviously, on the flip side, Entity had really good map control on the A site, right? They pushed A long a couple of times, so hence they could have 3 players of the B bomb site all the time. Lot of those small information plays, right? It was completely on point. They weren't pushed by War. Like I said earlier, right? If War has a chance, it's now because there's a substitute playing. But that substitute honestly played really well. He's just off the MVP award as well, actually. So I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, the first gun run on the T side by Entity, right? They win it. They completely wreck War's economy. And after that, it was just absolutely GG for them.
So who do you think, according to you, is the MVP?
It's Amaterasu. It has to be Amaterasu because there you go, 1.65 impact rating. Spawn was really close, by the way, with an impact rating.
Sharma ji ka ladka doing so well.
Yeah. Spawn actually was really close as well. With also he had the same amount of frags as Amaterasu, which is 24. Spawn had an impact rating of 1.52, but Amaterasu takes it simply because 2 4K, 2 2Ks, 3 3Ks, 1 4K. And a lot of revenge frags and a couple of entry frags as well. Spawn had a lot of entry frags as well. He had 6 entry frags. And Amaterasu also took it just because of his clutch stats, which was he won a one-on-one clutch as well. So
1v1 clutch.
yeah, like, and I think even Hector from Flipside Tactics, has always said that Amaterasu he thinks Amaterasu is the best player in India, and he's showing it right now. Smart plays. There was this really good backstab as well in one of the rounds. It was an eco round, but again it was a 3v3, and Marzel baited really well for Amaterasu. But still, Amaterasu had a backstab and a 3k in that round as well. So it shows to you that his experience and his aim, his everything is everything is there.
To form the bigger picture
And
there.
yeah, I think and I will actually say this as well. I think after we've lost Ace from the Indian scene, Amaterasu might very well be the best player in India.
Alrighty then. So with that note, on that note rather, we will bid you goodbye for a short while. In fact, Adi is going to bid you goodbye for the day.
Yeah.
Adi, wave, bad manners. Good
Smile
boy.
and wave, boys.
Yes.
Smile and wave.
Good boy, Adi. I will give you your treats later. But for now, we will take a short break. On the other side, we have Dota 2 lined up. So don't go anywhere. We will be right back.